We are here, Icon 2024, and in Dallas, Texas. I have Kelly Calkins here. Hello, Kelly. Say hi.
Hi, everyone. I'm so grateful to be here. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for being on here. I'm excited to talk. So, where are you from, Kelly?
Originally New Hampshire, but I'm
Okay.
currently in Arizona.
Arizona. Okay, so which chapter is that?
Phoenix, Scottsdale.
Okay, the
Yeah.
Phoenix. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. So Veronica is
Yes,
your managing director?
executive managing
Oh,
director.
yes.
Yep.
She did tell me that when she came here. So
Yep.
executive. That's awesome.
Yes.
And how long have you been a part of You Women?
3 years, almost 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah. Icon was actually my first ever E-Women anything. So
Really?
go big or go home, right?
Seriously?
So overwhelming.
Wow. And that was 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm right, I guess, at that 3-year mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. So have you been every year since then?
I have.
Okay. So this
Yeah.
is your third Icon.
And it's my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I've been getting that a lot from people.
I feel God more this year. I'm seeing him move. I'm feeling him move. It's professional development. It's personal growth. It's been an interesting week.
That
Very
is so
powerful.
cool. That is so cool. Awesome. So, all right, you're in Phoenix. So tell me, what is your business? What do you do?
I am the owner and founder of Wellness Warriors,
Okay.
which really is holistic wellness, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So I'm board certified in holistic nutrition, which sounds like a mouthful, but it really is just food as medicine.
Got it.
And I'm trained through the scope of traditional Chinese medicine. So I
Okay.
look at organs and organ systems, really just a fancy way of saying I know where to look to see why you feel the way you feel and where the root cause or dysfunction is coming from.
Yeah.
So we can support that piece and you can get your health back.
Okay. Very cool. And do you serve just the Arizona area, or can you help anyone, like virtually?
Yeah, so I gave up my brick and mortar during COVID.
Okay.
As an entrepreneur, it felt like a step backwards, but God had bigger plans. And that pivot turned me into a telehealth practice with women all over the country.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So you have a bigger impact. You can help more people.
Yeah, bigger than I could have dreamed before COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's exciting.
It is very exciting.
Yeah. Very cool. So what is the favorite part of what you do? What is the favorite thing you love to do?
Oh, that's an easy question. My favorite thing is when my clients, which are usually women over 40, start feeling better than what they thought was possible.
Really?
And just seeing like the amazement in their face. Like, for example, I never knew that waking up and actually being refreshed was real. Like when people say, wake up ready for the day, they thought that was an expression. And now they're experiencing it. That never gets old, just watching transformation and like life come back.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. I bet you hear a lot of stories too from that.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. That's so cool. So I want to ask you, this is a question I've asked everybody that comes on here.
Okay.
And that is, what are 3 pearls of wisdom that you would give somebody that is maybe, and I'm going to cater this to you. So maybe they are not feeling at their fullest potential, like they're only running on 60%, not the full 100, and they don't really know what's going on. What advice would you give them to be able to make steps, even if they're small steps, in the right direction?
Well, first, give yourself grace. As women, we weaponize when we are not functioning well.
Yeah.
Guys don't struggle with that as much, but when women are struggling or not functioning well, it becomes about, what am I not doing well?
Yeah.
Right? Where we don't look at it like we're experiencing something, it becomes a problem with us.
Yeah.
So that grace piece is really important because you are not the dysfunction that you're experiencing. Your body is experiencing something that's not working right.
Yeah.
So don't beat yourself up over it. And then the second pearl that I would have is, don't justify things that you know in your gut aren't right. Even if it's been as long as you can remember.
Yeah.
I truly believe that we were created on purpose and for a purpose, and God did not create any one of us to survive day to day and be struggling with our health. He created us for abundance and for purpose.
Yeah, to thrive.
And that the third pearl I have is, if you haven't found your answers yet, it doesn't mean that they're not there. Don't give up. Keep looking. It just means you haven't found your puzzle pieces yet.
Yeah, that's so good. Really good.
Yeah, thank you. Well, I almost died in my 30s, so I get it because I've
Wow.
been there. I had 6 autoimmune diseases and I was really mismanaged by Western medicine. And if I didn't follow those 3 pearls, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Wow. 6 autoimmune diseases?
Yeah, it was really bad. I was bedridden. I looked like I had a stroke. I lost vision. It was really intense.
Wow.
And I was told I was anxious or depressed.
That was your diagnosis?
Yeah, until they figured out that there was some autoimmune stuff at play. Every time I went into the doctors, they said, "Oh, your labs are fine. You're probably just anxious. You're probably just depressed."
Oh my
And
gosh.
but here's the thing, this is really common.
Yeah.
I have so many conversations with women that are being dismissed or made to feel crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not crazy and you shouldn't be dismissed. And if you don't feel right, nobody knows your body better than you. So trust your body and keep advocating for yourself.
Yeah.
We live in a model where if you're not advocating for yourself, nobody is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How did you find this, like, practice and get better?
Great question. So I'm a nerd, and I
Okay.
was an IT engineer for 17 years for the police department. So very analytical mind.
Okay.
And I remember the turning point for me, I was at my 5th endocrinologist because I kept firing my practitioners because they weren't serving me. And
Yeah.
yes, you can totally fire a practitioner that's not advocating well for you.
Yeah.
And they told me when I lost vision in my right eye, they said it was stress and I just needed to sleep more, which is not a real thing. Like your eye might twitch, but you're not going to lose vision.
Right.
So I went home, and the way God wired me is when they would tell me things like, this is what hand you've been dealt, or this is just sleep more, something inside me would always push back and there would be resistance, like, no. Like, so I've got the gift of discernment.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember going home and just being really angry, but it was like a righteous anger. And I just sat down on the couch with my laptop and I was like, I will figure this crap out myself. And because I was really analytical, I actually understood medical journals.
Mm.
So I just started rabbit holing and devouring medical journals. But I totally get that the average person isn't going to be able to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it started with a search just as simple as, why would I lose vision in my eye?
Mm-hmm.
And it kept coming up with like eye injuries and things like that. So I had to rule that out. And then eventually I found one thread that said inflammation.
Mm.
And I was like, well, what causes inflammation?
Yeah.
And it's funny that I'm board certified in holistic nutrition because what I found is there's a connection between what you eat
Mm-hmm.
and the inflammation in your body. And I remember sitting on the couch like, what I eat affects what's happening with my eye. How could that be possible? And how could nobody have told me something that simple?
Yeah.
And that's how it started.
Wow.
So I turned away from Western and went to Eastern, and I began healing.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
so cool. That's so cool that you were able to figure it out. Like, you were so determined and you cared enough about your own body
Yeah.
that you figured it out. And now you're helping other people.
Well, and I truly believe that I have stepped into God's purpose for me.
Mm.
I really don't know that I would have figured it out if this was not part of God's plan for me to come out the other side and then be able to advocate or help women advocate for themselves that this can be their reality too.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Well, it seems like the Lord's blessing you for sure.
Yes, I would agree. I feel
Yeah.
very blessed.
Good. How long have you been doing this now?
About 6 years.
6 years. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, pre-pandemic, you closed your brick and mortar. So yeah. Okay. Very cool. So if somebody wanted to learn more and maybe needed help, how would they reach you?
Through my website, you can contact me. I'm doing live online master classes once a month. My next one's August 22nd,
Okay.
where I talk all about check engine lights or symptoms that your body's using to let you know something is wrong.
Yeah.
And more importantly, what to do about it so you can move forward in a better way. So that can be a really great place to raise your awareness
Yeah.
and kind of get unstuck and start moving forward and seeing the needle move.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, that's really good. So yeah, go check out her website and her programs. It just sounds amazing. So is there anything that I didn't ask that you wanted to mention?
I think you did a great job asking the questions. Everything that
Thank you.
I have on my heart that I want women to know, I kind of covered with the 3 pearls. I think it's really important messaging because women are made to feel crazy or high maintenance when we know something is wrong and we try to advocate for ourselves. We get dismissed a lot.
Yeah. No, that's really good. So be your own advocate. Stand
Yes,
up for yourself. And fire
absolutely.
your physician if he needs to be fired.
It's true. I don't think a lot of people think they can fire their physician. I've literally told practitioners, I think we're done here.
Yeah. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. It's been amazing, this conversation with you, Kelly. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah. Wonderful conversation. Thank you.
Thank you.